One of the fun players to watch right now has to be new Dallas Maverick, Max Christie, man. That brother has just took off since being with the Mavericks. 17 points, 5 boards, and 3 assists on 67% true shooting in his games with the Mavericks this season. He has just been crazy good, along with some high-level point of attack defense. Like, Mavericks fans have every right to be mad at this Luka trade, but Max Christie has just bloomed in his short time in Dallas, and he has always been a player who has flown under the radar. His defense and shooting popped, and he is staying consistent. But like, he gets to Dallas and the on-ball creation is like, whoa. He has just got the green light and already is becoming a fan favorite on defense. Like, he has such a green light that the Dallas Mavericks is letting him run double drags. Like here against the Celtics, where he just retreats his dribble, seeing if KP will step up, and sees that he is recovering back to Gafford, which opens up a lane to drive and hit a floater. That space was created by a double drag, and they're just letting Max Christie run that offense. They're trusting this guy, and he can operate as a guy coming off of handoffs to drive inside and make a play. It's very encouraging on-ball stuff from him. Like, this is the perfect wing. Christie, the spot-up shooting, the cut-in, the attack and closeouts, the drives, stop and pop mid-range shots, the willing connective passing, the transition option as a three-point shooter and runner. The drives has just been chef's kiss. You see when he attacks closeouts, the burst, and then staying physical, using that off arm to shield defenders, getting into their body a bit, and even if I don't get all the way to the rim, I can stop and hit a turnaround jumper, or drive, get into the paint and pull up, or drive, get deep in the paint, see where the defense is coming from, and making a play by kicking it out. His height at 6'6" helps a lot to see over the defense, but he makes the right plays for your team. He has made some really good reads so far with the Mavericks, and he plays within the flow of an offense, not forcing anything. The connective passing has really shined from him, and he has seamlessly fit into this injury-riddled Mavericks team, and has been able to rise in moments where they needed another guy to handle the ball. So far in Dallas, he is shooting 44% on mid-range jumpers. On the Lakers, he was shooting 26% from there, but he is getting more reps in the mid-range, more on-ball reps, and he's comfortable. He's getting comfortable with that green light. He's mostly a catch-and-shoot three-point shooter, not going to be much of a movement shooter, but the shooting has just been timely, quick decision-making in rhythm. 54% from deep on like 4 attempts is pretty damn good, and he's just letting the threes fly immediately off the catch. If he sees a defense, no hard closeout, the man will launch them and hit them in your face. Now, 54% is a high percentage, and I expect that to come down a bit, but it's just good shooting that we're seeing so far from Christie. Great shooting, elite shooting that we're seeing so far. The Mavericks just got a ton of wings. It's not just all on the bigs. It's just not all on Davis, Gafford, Lively. They got wings that get shit done. And we are still waiting on Caleb Martin, but whether if it's Najee Marshall as another ball handler, a hustle guy who can hit those floaters in the lane that he likes to go to, Kessler Edwards, who has just been a hustle guy who can defend, PJ Washington, who can play inside and out as that post guy who can drive and hit a three, and then Omax, the young Omax, who is getting his runs in as a transition guy, cutter, and defender. And then you add Max Christie into the mix, and it's like, damn, another dude who can do it all without needing too much of the ball in his hands. And then you get to the defensive stuff from Max. A lot of his work is within the point of attack, but the downside to him is the strength. Being able to take bumps, not getting moved off center is stuff that he has to improve on, but you can see that he just moves his feet well, has the length and size to defend the 1 to 3 positions. He's not pesky, but he does most of his work to keep the ball handler in front of him. Reacts well to counter moves, moving his feet to shadow the offensive player, and tries to contest, close out to shooters, and block shots as much as possible. He has had some pretty outstanding blocks. Like, there was a possession against the Kings where he had a turnover, kind of like he was visibly like, ah, man, damn. And then he hustles back. He has that down moment. You see it. He just waves his hand in the air, and then he just hustles back in transition and gets up to swat Keegan Murray's layup attempt. And he has shown fight, getting over screens or covering to his man and trying to stay attached. Dude has some pretty good instincts as a defender, and he hasn't shown much of any boneheaded fouls. just staying grounded, letting his length do the work. But Max Christie showed promise on the Lakers, was one of their best defensive players, but the offense is really shining in Dallas with him so far, and this is the vision the Mavs have. Ton of defenders, ton of guys who do different things, and then you pull in a defensive anchor like Anthony Davis, and then you have Lively and Gafford to clean up any messes. That'll wrap up this video. Just wanted to give some Max Christie praise and love and getting the word out there on him, because this dude is a good basketball player. If you enjoyed the video, give it a like and subscribe to the channel for more NBA breakdowns like these. And with all that being said, I will see you all in the next video.